Yo, what up, nation? What up? What up? What up? Sound check, sound check. Guys, I haven't used my streaming software in forever, so I just need to make sure that the audio is good and like all my controls are where they need to be. Let's double check my levels real quick. I think we should be good, actually. My music may be a little loud, but I'm going to turn that down just a smidge. Audio is good. Thanks, Caesar. Appreciate it. Mark says sounds good. Okay, Joseph sounds great. Good. So, Tech Guy, it's actually the song. There shouldn't be any static from the mic. The song's got a little bit of a static effect in it. Here, I'll turn down the music, and then you guys could tell me if you still hear any static in the mic. Music has been completely disabled. All right, music is completely gone. Any static coming out of the mic? I can't hear any static. All right, Brian says clear. Okay, yeah, it's just the song. That's the way the song is. Okay. No static. That's good. All right. Back to the tunes. All right, we got S Blue Tech, we got TJ, Gellert Entertainment's in the house, we got Bryant, Rage and Dusty, Josh, Kazi, Caesar, Tech Guy 32, Mark, Trex. If I didn't get Gellert, my bad, man. Gellert's in the house. Zero Cool is here. Jacob is in the house, if Jacob is still here. What else? Who else is here? Oceanic Vibes is here. Good stuff. Glad you guys could tune in here for the member live chat. Josh, what is going on, sir? PA speed testing in the house. All right, good stuff. Okay, excellent. Now let me see if my video is working, and then we can go ahead and start that. 1 second. Let me check my videos first. 1 second. That's the problem, man. We've been working through the StreamYard for so long, and I've been doing just panel only, and I haven't been using my softwares. Let's see here. All right, so we should be golden. I think we are good, and we are. Yes, I see myself there. SMT Nation. Focused? Okay, we are good. All right, good stuff. What up, Troy? What's going on? Ooh, Trex trying out that Project Genesis hotspot. I'm telling you, man, it's good. It's good. It's good service. The company's operations, man, totally different story, bro. Totally different story. Let's see here. The stream looks good. I see 1080p. I see myself. I think the audio is good. Let me just double check audio. I think audio is good. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're golden. Jacob, glad to have you, man. All right, how many people we got here in the live? I see 64 viewers. That means I should see 64 likes. But I only see 23. So let's get them likes up, folks. Yeah, Tech Guy 32, I hear you. It's a shame Dish did those self-inflicted damage. Totally agree. Totally agree. Their potential is much greater than that, right? They could do so much more, and they could do so much better. The problem is, man, it's really hard to change the company's true DNA. You know, it starts from the top and it works its way down. If the executives are good executives hire good leadership, Good leadership puts in good management. Good management puts in good retail operations. Good retail operations serve good customers. You know what I mean? So, I think that's where they fall apart. You know what I mean? It starts from the top, man. Straight up. Oh, snap. We got a new member. Big shout out to the homie Adam. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Welcome to Members Live Chat. Not sure what Adam joined as. I don't know. It looks like some kind of an icon that I can't really see. Yeah, welcome to the community, Adam. Appreciate it. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy all the extras. You get the additional benefits and perks and extra access. You're going to like it. Yeah, hopefully they get better, Dusty. Absolutely. Okay, what are we doing today? I got stuff lined up for you guys. All right, we got Altice Optimum Mobile. They got a new bundle. All right, so you guys will be excited about that. Some of you guys are actually in Optimum markets, so it might help you. You might be interested. Altice, I think, is T-Mobile MVNO. All right, so that's something worth considering if you're in the market for that. We're going to talk a little bit about Comcast to build off of the live stream we just had with Dennis and Bryant really coming together to share their ideas. They really did a nice job on the last podcast. Big shout out to them. So I want to kind of put a bow on their quarter. And, there was this article from Deanna Govertz in Fierce Telecom, and she was saying that the company is warning of a rocky road ahead. So I got concerns if she does. Absolutely. AT&T is, I guess they were kind of under fire a little bit for speaking on Dish in kind of like a negative light. Talking about a possible acquisition or a merger or something. So we'll pick that apart. Big shout out to Zero Cool, first super chat of the night. He breaks the seal. This is where I got to get like some sound effects, where they do the woo 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 woo. All right. We would get that effect in there for that super chat. Appreciate you, SMT Nation, from Zero Cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate the super chat. And then to follow up on the Dish piece with AT&T, there's also a lot of speculation about Dish not making it long-term. Financial troubles and, are they going to have to sell and, Oh, did I miss a super chat, Gel? Man, my bad, bro. That must have been early. Big shout out to Gellert Entertainment. Found it. About to hit up the Dispo and go to Walmart. Good looking out, Gellert. Appreciate that super chat. And I hope you get everything you need at Walmart, man. Make sure you get yourself some hydration measures. I don't know if you do like Gatorade or, vitamin water or smart water, man. But get yourself some hydration. Stay thirsty, my friend. By the way, my drink of the evening is black tea, honey, and then I have my giant jar o agua. That's what I do. All right, so we got that going on. All right, now the rest of the stories is all maybe. All right, if we have enough time. I'm going to try to stick to like a 6, 7, 8 minute time frame for each topic. We'll see if we can get to the Verizon story and their fiber. If that works out pretty nicely, 5, 6, 7 minutes, we'll talk to T-Mobile CEO, discussing pricing strategies. I'll give you guys my take on that story. And then I think we should probably wrap up the podcast with a discussion about the T-Mobile data hack. And how, no matter how much money T-Mobile starts making, free cash flow, revenues increasing, they continue to grow, they're adding more and more customers, blah, blah, blah. They still are unable to protect your data. They can't do it. They don't know how. Or they refuse. I don't know. I'm putting my hands in the air. I don't know if it's because they don't care. I don't know if it's because they won't spend. I don't know if it's both. I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. I just know that they get hacked every 3 months. While this time the scale isn't as bad. It's not the, 37 million customers, but apparently the hack went on for like a month. They said that they sewed it up in a day, but exposed for a month. You can get a lot of information in a month. You can get a lot of information in an hour. You know what, Troy? Cold brew coffee, man. It's a little late for me, man. The last coffee I can drink in a day during the day is probably around 4 o'clock. I can't drink coffee after 4 p.m. If I do, I may not have an easy time falling asleep. So I got to draw the line somewhere. So after 4 p.m., that's it for me, man. I switched to tea. You know, you get the lower caffeine content. You know, I feel like tea also offers that relaxation element to it. Maybe if it's herbal tea, you know. Yeah, Bryant, another T-Mobile hack. Absolutely. Before we get started with today's podcast, I do want to let you guys, you know, what's going on with the channel here. There are different ways that you can support the SMT. One of them, obviously, is to rate the video. That helps. You interact with the content, you know, comments and likes and shares and those things. But if you want to be more directly supportive of your content creators, the way that you do that is with supports like the Buy Me a Coffee link. You can support us that way. There's also the other, you know, donation type supports. Really what I want to do is grow the communities within Patreon and the YouTube memberships, and more so the Patreon, because I can give you more through Patreon. So if you guys like what the YouTube channel does and you like what it offers, you're looking for a bunch of things like early access videos and additional live streams, you want more of the SMT, that's how you could do it. So I recommend checking us out on Patreon. The link is in the description. But if you don't want to do that, then you can support us lots of other ways. In the description, you've got the coffee link. You've got other stuff. There's ways to support the channel. And then, of course, if you need service, but you want a good value, you're sick and tired of price hikes, you're looking for a better deal, we have partnered with Mint Mobile. All right, use our partner link. It's in the description. They just increased all of the data allotments on all their plans. And they didn't touch pricing. So the 4 gig plan went to a 5 gig plan. They kept it $15. The 15 gig plan, right, used to be a 10 gig plan, right? And they kept it at $20 a month, right? So they added all this value, didn't even touch pricing. This is why we absolutely must support this company. They are doing good things. I mean, you tell me what carrier is doing this. What carrier gives you more for the same amount of money? Right? All these other companies are raising pricing. T-Mobile just increased plan rates. Right? Their new plans are more expensive. Verizon is historically known. AT&T historically known for slapping on increases to fees and additional fees and all those types of things. Mint Mobile's different. They're different. They're giving you more and they're not charging you more. Right? So if you're looking for a second line, you want to try the T-Mobile network, you know, you're looking for a better value. I can think of a dozen reasons to switch to Mint Mobile. And of course, you can port your number. You can get, you know, phone deals. They'll like, look at this. Look at this one. It's here at the top, right? We're talking about 6 months of free service when you buy a phone and get their 6-month plan. So you would essentially have a year of service and a phone all on a good deal. Can't beat it. All right, links in the description. Use it. It's our unique partner link, and it will support the channel in that process. So thank you for those considerations. All right, guys, ready? Story number 1. Altice debuts Optimum Mobile complete bundle of wireless and broadband. I don't know, guys. We're starting to see more and more cable operations blending with this whole wireless thing. All right, Charter and Comcast both reported nice increases in their mobile virtual network operator subscriptions Q1 2023. They offer internet services with mobile service as a bundle. And the way they do this is they're very happy to have you as a home internet customer. That's where they make the bulk of their money. They basically sell wireless service at cost. And that's to your benefit, right? They're not in it to make money off of your wireless service. They're in it to make money off of your home internet service. So Altice or Optimum Mobile uses the T-Mobile network. Make sure you guys know that. But as of the year-end 2022, they have 240,000 wireless subscribers, which isn't much. You know, so if you're in an Altice market, you're in an Optimum market, which I believe is like New York. I don't even know if it's much of New England. I know it's New York for sure. Maybe New Jersey. I don't know. I don't think they're in PA. Right? So this kind of limits their distribution because they don't have a large footprint. I remember Optimum back in the day when they were Cablevision, Shout out to everybody out there who remembers Cablevision ordering the Mike Tyson fights back in the day. But according to the CEO discussing the Q4 2022 earnings back in February, they are converging this offering, this wireless and wireline option. And he's saying it's going to be a key product in their portfolio. The problem is, folks, is I think they're late. I think Altice is late to the party. The party is being won by Charter and Comcast, which is Xfinity for Comcast and Spectrum for Charter. Optimum's coming in with, they've got a 5 gig fiber plan, $125 per month, so that's a super fast home service. They've got an entry level plan that's 300 megabit symmetrical. And then you can get the line of mobile data for $45 per month. After 1 year, the prices go up. You got to check the fine print. This is a meh offer, right? First of all, the pricing at $45 per month for a line, nothing special. But when you put the two together, $45 a month gets you 300 megabit fiber symmetrical, and then you get unlimited data. Well, I don't even know if the plan is unlimited. Let's see. I don't know. All right, let's see what this is. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Let's get this sucker opened. Okay, so they got a $100 Visa prepaid card and free installation. Okay, so here it is. Here's the 300 meg internet plus mobile. $45 a month. This is a 1 gig plan, folks. Okay, see, this is why we had to click on this. 300 meg home internet. You get a mobile line, unlimited talk, text, and data. Or no, the data is 1 gig. Okay. Now, if you go up to the $75 a month, you still stick with a 300 meg internet. Your mobile line, I think, is going to give you... What does it say here? It doesn't say which plan. I'm trying to see the mobile data plan. Man, their site is slow. What the hell? We on fiber right now, and it's not even loading. Oh, my God. Altice, fix your website. Look. Nothing. Trash. All right, I don't know. It says mobile with unlimited data. I don't know what that means. So you'll have to read the fine print if it ever comes up. You can get the faster home internet, upgrade to a 500 meg, and then you get your mobile line with unlimited data for $90. And then if you want the 1 gig service, unlimited mobile line, $100. All right, so it's actually a pretty good deal. It's actually not bad. It's not bad. Just my concern is I don't know what the terms are, those details. I'm going to try to click on one of these details. Nope, doesn't work. Altice, your website, your Optimum website is trash. All right, so Garbini, straight up trash. All right, so they're joining the fun. There you have it, folks. Everybody's been asking for more MVNO and better deals. There you go. Altice for you. I'll pass because it's not offered in my market, but even if it was, I don't know. I think there's better ways to get access to the T-Mobile network, unless that can save you money, I guess. All right, let's stick it to cable. All right, this story. Oh, snap. Big shout out to Gene who just popped in. Mid-band member. Comcast adds 5,000 broadband subs in Q1, but warns of a rocky road ahead. Oof. Rocky road. Let's see what's rocky. Comcast ekes out a positive Internet net addition result Q1 2023. Even though analysts had them pegged at losses, I believe, they are expected to continue to struggle to add broadband subscribers in the near term. I would say that's probably due to fixed wireless. Consolidated revenues, they're down 4.3% year over year, so the financials don't look great. Let's see here. The operator added 5,000 broadband subscribers in the quarter, a sharp decline from 264,000 year ago period. Let's see. They've got the entry-level plan for the low-end customer. Standalone internet service for $25 per month, or Internet Plus for $50 per month. Folks, these are good prices, actually. For high-speed broadband, pricing between $25 and $50 is a good price. All right. Raging Dusty said, member for a month on the mid-band. He said, I'm a mid-band sub, but no mid-band in my market. Good luck, man. Oh, man. Nice. All right. He noted Comcast remains focused on serving high-end subscribers as well, given a third of customers take the 1 gig product, nearly 75% take speeds of 400 megs or higher. See, the thing about those plans, folks, is they make more money. The ARPU is higher. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense for them to continue to try to push the upsell, because when you take a $25 customer and you move them up to a $50 customer, it doubles the average revenue per customer, per user. The operator has upgraded 20% of its footprint with multi-gig speeds. Experts expects to reach 30% by the end of the year. DOCSIS 4.0 plans are pushing forward through the end of the year. It's going to be big for them in 2024. I wonder who's going to do DOCSIS 4.0 better. Is it going to be Comcast or Charter? Something tells me it's going to be Charter, in my opinion. I think Charter is just a better company. But we'll see. Edward Jones, analyst Dave Heger, told Fierce investors we're by and large expecting a loss of broadband subs for the company at Comcast, but they went slightly positive. He said the expectation of seeing them add a couple 100,000 subs in a quarter is behind us. Ooh. Hey, look, I know some of you out there are cable bulls, and you're big on cable to, be very successful in the future. Pump the brakes on the growth. I don't think cable's going to be growing at all based on this commentary. They can improve margins. They can increase their revenue in other ways. But the growth that they once enjoyed, I think, has probably hit the brakes. Probably hit the wall. The business segment seems to be a boon. That's good, right? So they're kind of tapping into a market that they traditionally haven't really penetrated well or even been in play for. So that's good. That gives them some breathing room, But guys, people want to sit there and try to downplay fixed wireless access. Folks, Verizon and T-Mobile are kicking Comcast's ass. Don't let anybody, tell you otherwise. I mean, look, Dennis has been on the show. We know he's a big proponent of cable. He sees the strength in their position in the market, and all that's fine. But it is what it is. The golden era of growth is over for them. They've got new pressures. Folks, they can fix their problem. If cable wants to fix their growth issue, it's pretty simple. Address your churn. And it's very easy to address the churn. Stop with the explosive pricing. Put an end to the balloon pricing. Okay, stop giving term rates. Give the everyday rate. Stop messing around with promotions and explosive pricing. Just give a fair rate. This is what I think makes AT&T a better company. They've gone ahead and they've done national pricing across the board. Now everybody can get the same deal, right? When they go into the company and say, what are your offers? We've got A, B, C, D, E, whatever plans. They know what it's going to be. They know what it's going to stay. There's no ballooning. There's no term. It's just fair expectations. They can set to auto pay. They don't have to worry about nothing. This is why T-Mobile wins, man. Everybody's like, I don't understand how T-Mobile is growing in home broadband. What do you mean you don't understand? What do you freaking mean? They give people a fair deal. What do you think makes T-Mobile so successful? They give people a fair deal. Why is Verizon enjoying growth in fixed wireless access 5G home? They're giving people a freaking fair deal. And they tell them, don't worry about pricing. You're in. This is the price you're going to pay. Cable doesn't get it. Or if they do get it, they don't give a damn. And this is why people get pissed off and leave big cable. Right? And this is why Verizon and T-Mobile are growing at like 300, 400, 500,000 fixed wireless access ads every quarter. Shit's easy for them because big cable is shooting themselves in the foot. Big cable can address all this just by fixing their pricing model. Exactly, tech guy. Cable makes Verizon Wireless look great when it comes to billing. Totally agree, man. Seriously, bro. Cable is self-inflicted wounds. Hey, big shout out to Southwest Ohio speed testing, my dude. with the super chat. Dennis is waiting forever for DOCSIS 4 to release. You're going to be waiting, bro. Give it another year or two, probably, for most people. They're going to upgrade, but, it's going to take time. Thanks for the super chat, homie. All right, AT&T CEO opines on Spectrum and Dish. Uh-oh. AT&T's CEO, John Stankey, said the company may be interested in acquiring more spectrum, including spectrum that might be freed from Dish Network. Okay, so what does that mean? Are they talking about the 12 gigahertz, or are they talking about, like, Dish liquidating their assets because they can't finish building their network? Let's see. Let's read on. His quote, "When there's valuable spectrum available through any form or fashion, we think that we always want to make those investments for the sustainability of the business." It's true. You really do have to continue to get spectrum. T-Mobile's smart. They got a lot of N41. They got a lot of the, 2.5 gigahertz, but they continue to invest. We saw them active in the C-band auction. We saw them active in DoD. We saw them somewhat active in millimeter wave and CBRS, but really that's more like the Verizon lane. So we've seen carriers investing. So this makes sense. In responding to Dish, Stankey said, "Distressed security amid the company's falling shares and uncertain 5G future." The analyst asked Stankey how AT&T might react to Dish's changing situation. He said, "I'm not going to go into details of how we think about what the scenarios are and what we can play out, but you can guess that given the amount of money that's involved and the importance of spectrum to the business, we're constantly evaluating things and determining that scenarios might play out and we might do and what makes sense for the company." Folks, this is the stank right here, all right? The stank is not stupid. If a company is in bad shape and he could take advantage of it, he's going to do that. It's the same thing that T-Mobile did when they acquired the Sprint assets. Right? It's the same thing that Verizon did when they acquired TracFone and they acquired Altel. Right? These companies are always looking to strengthen their position. They don't care about the marketplace. They don't care about competitive landscape and customers. I mean, yeah, they want to have as many customers as possible, but they don't care about your feelings, We want Dish to succeed, but the problem is Dish doesn't want Dish to succeed. And AT&T would love to swoop in and take advantage of any opportunity that could present itself. He explained that an injection of additional spectrum into AT&T's operations would allow the company to sidestep the construction of additional cell sites in order to increase its own 5G network capacity. Totally true. They would... Look, this is completely hypothetical. Folks, disclaimer, I am not predicting anything. I'm going with this hypothetical. If AT&T was to take advantage of any spectrum that came to market, let's say they got some of Dish's AWS, or maybe they ended up with Dish's 600 megahertz, or maybe they ended up with their DoD. I don't know, right? Wouldn't that be a boom to their network? I mean, we already know that they want to start doing fixed wireless access, right? They got good fiber circuits. They want to, put fiber to 75% of their tower sites. So it makes sense, for them to get involved if this opportunity presents itself. Big shout out to Blind G Tech. Welcome to the mid-band YouTube membership. I'm telling you, I need the sound effects. I need that. I'm going to get a soundboard, I swear. So, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they want to be involved? And Verizon would get involved, and T-Mobile would get involved. Big shout out to Scooter54. I think we got another new member to the member live chat. Appreciate it, Scooter. Thanks, man. Welcome to the community. Man, I don't know if I really want to talk about AT&T and frickin' Dish when it comes to frickin' TV, satellite TV. I think for the most part, people are kind of content with, like, streaming TV, I mean, satellite TV and cable TV has gotten so damn expensive, and now with streaming being even expensive, it's like, don't you just want to be able to have the convenience of taking your content on the go, right, and hand-picking your channels and stuff like that? So I don't know. Stanky addressed ongoing speculation of a possible merger of the Dish and DirecTV satellite business. God, man, I really don't want to talk about this. I've never really commented on my point of view, what the calculus is on the combination of DirecTV and Dish. I don't expect to do that today. All right, so he doesn't want to talk about it. All right, incoming customers. AT&T spoke to their net adds, 424,000 on the postpaid phone sides. And he called them quality customers. All right, so that means they're profitable. ARPU is good at AT&T. He said at this stage, it doesn't look like the industry is slowing by as much as we expected. Okay, wow. All right, so I think the nice thing for AT&T is they continue to be aggressive in promotions. So that puts them in the catbird seat to continue to grow. Right? You give your iPhone customers a deal, you get your Galaxy customers a deal, and you're golden. All right, warnings and concern. AT&T only generated $1 billion in free cash flow. Investors hated it. We saw capitulation with the shares. We saw the stock price, I think, dip 11% that same day they reported on the call, even though the rest of the quarter seemed phenomenal. They're working on a goal to cut costs of operations by $6 billion. Folks expect more job cuts at AT&T. You're going to see automation, stuff like that. I don't know. The Stankster talking about Dish assets. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? To all my members in the live chat, do you guys think that AT&T would likely be the biggest beneficiary of a failed Dish? I would say that there's reason to believe that that would work. It would be to the Dish dismay and the Dish supporter dismay. But I'll tell you what, man, that would strengthen AT&T's position. And in my estimation, a strong AT&T is actually good. I'll tell you guys why. Right now, T-Mobile has very, very strong momentum. They are growing. Their network is, from the 5G side of things, the most expansive. They've got the most 5G pops covered when it comes to mid-band 5G. Verizon is really closing that gap quick. AT&T wants to close that gap quick. Now AT&T wants to also do fixed wireless access to kind of shut down 3G. And if you're going to shut down 3G and serve customers over your mobile network, you need more spectrum. Now, the thing is that AT&T would have been wise to have gotten more spectrum from DoD. Well, I shouldn't say DoD. They maxed out DoD. But they should have pushed to get more spectrum in C-band, right? But it was financials or the plan or whatever. And now it seems to have changed, and they probably want more spectrum. Dish would be huge. Dish brings 40 megahertz of DoD. Dish brings like 20, 40. And I think they got, 2-3 different blocks of AWS? They got 600 megahertz. They got 700 megahertz in some places. Folks, they got bandwidth. Dish has bandwidth. And if AT&T was to get a hold of it, I think they take fixed wireless access more seriously. Then you have Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile all going at it for these fixed wireless access customers. For AT&T, it's about keeping the DSL customer from going to Verizon and T-Mobile until they get fiber, because very few people are going to take fixed wireless access over fiber. Very few. The fiber would have to be super expensive or unreliable, and the fixed wireless would have to be super good and very affordable. Right? That's how it would have to work. I agree, Chaim. I think this would be huge for AT&T. The extra spectrum would probably give them more confidence in doing the fixed wireless access piece. I think it would make a lot of sense for them. I don't see Apple involved. Trex, honestly, what do they know about networking? You know what I'm saying? Like, they specialize in hardware, subscription services, iCloud, customer experiences. I don't know. Just my 2 cents, I guess. All right, let's stick with the same theme. All right, this story from Mike Dano. This one's from a few days ago. Debate rages over Dish's financial future. This is a legitimate concern, my friends. All right, so the situation with Dish. Their finances are bad, folks. So bad that even CEOs of rival companies are willing to publicly discuss it. Look, there is no person more disingenuous than T-Mobile CEO Mike Sievert. This dude is sweaty armpits in the truest sense. Eugene spoke on Charlie Ergen and Dish. He said, I don't count Dish or Charlie out very easily. That may be true. Maybe we shouldn't count them out. But guys, He's full of crap. They have, like, T-Mobile has been, they've been absolutely shitting on Dish for 3 years. They gave him a horrible deal on the, MVNO side for network access. It was so bad that they went to AT&T, right? And they're trying to shut out every T-Mobile SIM that's on the Dish network, that's on Boost Mobile. Here's some financial analyst disclosures. Dish's capital structure may be unsustainable long-term given elevated interest rates and significant refinancing requirements in 2024 and beyond that may require it to operate with lower levels of debt to generate positive cash flow. Folks, things don't look good at Dish right now. You know what I'm saying? They're not generating revenue. All the money that they're spending on a network that doesn't bring back any type of return. All right, they're having a hard time raising capital. The interest rates that they're going to get are going to be horrible because of their credit rating, probably. I would bet that they probably get twice as bad rates as T-Mobile. And we've always viewed T-Mobile as kind of like third in line, like outside of Sprint, right? It's always like Verizon, AT&T. Those guys can get whatever money that they want. But it's not the same at Dish. So, when T-Mobile's CEO, Mike Seaver, comes out and says, I don't count them out, he's full of shit. They all count him out. They don't think that he's able to competently build out a network and operate a business. And there's no indications of such. It's not that they're wrong. They're just lying. Right? They're being disingenuous about the legitimacy of their prospects. They might be able to build out a network, but they're definitely not able to run a business. Look at what's happening at Dish. The place is always freaking on fire. I mean, let's not even get to the point to talk about how their executives leave every week. See, that's another issue. They can't even keep the good people at their company. These people are coming and going. It's like a revolving door. The Dish executives, they're like, man, this is terrible over here. I'm out. They're bailing. So they could talk about cloud. They could talk about edge computing. They could talk about enterprise, blah, blah, blah. But folks, the way that they dealt with their ransomware attack, the way that they dealt with the customers, the way that they treat dealers, I ain't got no faith in Dish operations, not in the current way that it's run. Hell no. How? And you guys know me. I have been a huge proponent and supporter of Dish, and people still can't figure out why. People literally say in my comment section all the time, why do you support Dish? Why do you want them to succeed? Well, why the hell not? How is the world better without Dish succeeding? The consumer marketplace is better if they can compete. At the very least, if they build out a network, they could at least then sell to someone who could operate and run a business. At the very least. So at least we can get that much. All right, 800 megahertz, that frequency, T-Mobile has it. They've been using it, I guess. I don't know. Dish can't afford to buy it. They don't have the capital. I guess to make that purchase, they'd have to spend, I think, $3.6 billion, which they don't have because they're trying to hit their requirement of 70% of the U.S. POPs by June. From what I hear, and this is what I'm hearing, I can't confirm or deny, there's nothing official. They're going to get there. They're going to hit that 70% mark. Maybe once they get to that point, they can actually buy the spectrum and put it on air. But they got to pay T-Mobile that. And if they don't want to buy it and if they don't pay for it, then it's going to auction. And then T-Mobile can have it. Verizon could have it. AT&T could have it. I don't know. It wouldn't make sense for them to not take it while it's, at that value. Unless it's not worth $3.6 billion and they're like, hey, let's auction it and see if we can get a discount. Maybe that's Charlie being Charlie. I don't know. What do you guys think? What is 13.5 megahertz bandwidth of 800 megahertz, band 26 from Sprint? What's that worth? Is it worth $3.6 billion? I don't know. You know what, Josh? I hear you. Dish can be very fast. I mean, when I'm near a tower site, it's 250 meg. From a mile away, it's 100 meg. From 2 miles away, it's 50 meg. And then you're starting to get to edge cell, and the uplink is weak sauce. Zero Cool says 800 megahertz frequency, 13 megahertz bandwidth is not worth $3.6 billion. I kind of agree with you, man. I don't think it's worth it. So, if that's the case, do you think Charlie's just like, to hell with it? Put it to auction. Nobody's going to want it. I'll get it for a deal. I'll get it for $1 billion. I don't know what the... What do they call that? The reserve? I don't know what the reserve would be. I have no clue. All right, we'll see how that plays out. We'll continue to track it. Ooh, good story, folks. Remember, I'm trying to get to an hour, and I'm cooking right now. All right, Verizon could be a sleeping giant in the U.S. fiber expansions. Huh. Interesting. If you ask certain people, you would think that Verizon is on fire and they are the worst run company in the world. You would think that they don't know what they're doing. You would think that they're losing money. You would think that they are failing and they're going to go bankrupt. Based on the commentary from some people, they are so down on Verizon. But things are never what they seem, right? Some people are too high and some people are too low, right? They're on the extremes. And like 99% of the time, it's like somewhere in the middle. Fiber is one of those things that will distinguish Verizon from the rest of the market. All right. T-Mobile's never going to have fiber, apparently. AT&T does do fiber. And so does Verizon. Dish doesn't, right? So we look at the haves and the have-nots of fiber and stuff. This could be a differentiator for Verizon. Speaking on it, Mike Dano has this article. Here are some quotes from this article. Verizon will be an important petri dish of what others may and should do. Ooh. What is this in regards to? Fiber build-out. Fiber build-out across the country. Some analysts see Verizon as a potential dark horse in the space if the company's management decides to refocus Verizon's attention from wireless to the fiber side of things. Folks, fiber feeds the wireless. Mr. Is it Sampath, the new CEO of Verizon's consumer group? Mr. Hans Vestberg. I don't know who the hell the new technology officer is. Whoever you guys are. Please continue to reevaluate the One Fiber program. Continue to invest in this project. Go beyond that 50% of the tower sites with their fiber. I want you to go beyond that. I want you to go deeper within the markets you exist, and I want you to expand to more markets. I don't care if it's an increase of 1% to 2% annually. Do it. It's so critical to the future success of networking. You win with fiber. Otherwise, you're renting your network, and you know how difficult that can be. You become a slave to the pricing of whatever the incumbent ILEC wants to charge. You're going to find it more difficult operations. You're going to limit how much capacity you can put on a tower site. When you own and operate your own fiber, not only do you feed your cells, but you can also feed other people's cells. You can't lose. It's a long-term investment. You know, it's like buying shares of Google. It's like buying shares of Apple. You just hold, right? You build and you just sit and wait. It's an investment for the future. They really should deepen the investment into fiber. You just can't lose. Where do you lose in fiber? You don't. The only place where I see fiber builders losing is when they don't have ROIC. They don't have, the return on invested capital, because they either A, don't know how to operate the business side of it, or B, they don't understand how to operate the retail side of it. They don't know how to distribute. They don't know how to sell. They don't know how to manage. But you're Verizon. You're the biggest mobile operator in the country. You've got a native fiber footprint with Fios. And this One Fiber program is kicking ass. I don't know, guys. A dark horse? I got Verizon in the catbird seat. To hell with a dark horse. I don't see him as a dark horse. I think they would be wise to go deeper into this build. The Fios brand debuted in 2005, right? And that's Verizon's fiber to premises, right? To whether it's Fios Business or Fios Residential. And they do well there. They have very high consumer ratings. They're priced competitive. They gain where they try and build. They should probably continue on that. Estimated cost to build back then, $1,220 per home. Roughly the same cost as today. Wow. So that means they've streamlined costs and build. Verizon originally planned to reach 18 million fiber locations across the service territory, totaling around 33 million. The company mostly paused that effort in 2010 to focus on wireless. Then in 2015, divested around 8 million locations in its wireline footprint to Frontier. Today, Verizon's wired footprint covers 25 million locations. Do they end up getting to 30 million? You guys think so? Verizon ended 2022 with 17.1 million Fios fiber locations, 18 million target by 2025. Doing the math, it would suggest that by 2025, Verizon will have covered 72% of homes with this Fios product, representing a 20% point increase in what originally planned to build as a percentage of its footprint. Verizon plans to build the same number of fiber-fed homes, if not more, in a footprint that is 25% less than it was 8 years ago. Sounds like a concentrated build. Oof. Now, a focus on 5G. I've said this before. You want to win in 5G? Own your and operate your own fiber. Because here's the thing. You could buy all the spectrum in the world. You could have 500 megahertz of midband. You could have 2,000 megahertz of millimeter wave. But if you don't have high-capacity fiber circuits, then what the hell is it for? So actually, in order to do 5G properly, you need high-capacity circuits. And if you own them, you're more likely to get what you're looking for out of that capacity. A 1 gig rented circuit. What is that going to get you? Peak throughput, 700-800 megabits. A 10 gig fiber circuit allows you to unlock the truest capacity of all your midband holdings plus the millimeter wave. It's just math. And to get more and more of your sites on your native fiber with a 10 gig circuit is game changing. Ask T-Mobile. Ask T-Mobile why their frickin' network got really fast the last couple of years. Dedication to increased fiber circuits. They've had 160 megahertz of N41. What they didn't have was 10 gig circuits. And that's what they have now. So if you want to do fixed wireless access right, you want to sell 5G home internet, you're going to need high capacity circuits. You can put the millimeter wave up there. You can do all of your mid-band, your C-band. You can do all of that. So in my estimation, this is just simple math. Good 5G comes from good fiber. So, Hans, if you're out there listening, Sampath, what is it, Milady on the business side, now, you guys got to be talking fiber. You got to be talking one fiber. Give your wireline guys money. Give them money. Once this whole C-band thing is done, 2023, 2024, that's it. Stop playing games. Give the wireline business money. Start spending a lot. Win in fiber. And then you'll win in 5G. Straight up. Oh, man, we're at 56 minutes. Absolutely tremendous show. I'm going to have to stop it here. I got a couple more stories I want to get to, but, you know, we can save that for another episode. We could save it for another time. I felt like I covered a lot. We covered the Altice story, the Comcast story, AT&T a little bit, and the Dish thing. And then, of course, we got to the Verizon piece. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do that. I think I'll leave it there. Big shout out to all the members for supporting the SMT here on YouTube. So you guys were chatting in the live chat, and I was kind of reading along to what you guys were doing there. Big shout out to all the new YouTube members that I saw pop in today. Everybody there in the live chat. Thank you guys for supporting. Big shout out to my patrons and, everybody with the super chats tonight. Thank you guys very much. By the way, if you're new here, this is the first time you've caught one of my streams or my podcasts, by all means, do subscribe to the channel. Welcome you to the community. Turn on the notification icon so you know when we upload content. And if you're looking to maybe step up as a supporter of the SMT, check us out on Patreon. I've got early access content. I've got exclusive content. I've got exclusive live streams. All types of perks, right? Extra stuff. If you want it, you can have it. The links in the description will get you the additional access. We've got all types of tiers and supports. You'll be supporting your creator directly and getting all types of extra additional perks and benefits. All right, so check us out there. And hit me with your favorite hashtags. I don't know. You guys are out there. Hashtag Mod Squad, all my blue wrenches. Hashtag 2Live Crew. Hashtag Replay Crew. Hashtag Ravioli Gang if you're eating dinner right now. And, hashtag Help the Bear, Save the Bear. That one's for Pete. And actually, tell me who your favorite carrier is. Why not? Tell me who it is. You a T-Mobile Magenta Thong? Or are you on the Red Panty Nights? Or are you a Blue Speedo? Tell me about that. Oh, my goodness. Good stuff, people. Again, another big shout out to our patrons for supporting us, as well as our YouTube members. Y'all make magic on this channel happen. Y'all the goats. Thanks for all that you do. I think we'll leave it at that. We out this piece. And if you're still here, I know why. This one's a throwback. Yeah!